So this is that, one of the meadows I was talking about. It can be real pretty. A lot of butterflies. Sometimes there's wildflowers that are blooming. It's really pretty. It's a good path when it's cold day. I think we're not going to be super hot. We've been in a heat wave. It's all relative, I know. I think we're going to get up to 85, 86 today, which is not bad compared to the 98, 99 we've been having. It's amazing what 10 degrees difference will do to you. I used to have a cutoff for riding when it's cold. 50 degrees was my cutoff. Any colder, and I'm not riding. And that's 50 degrees for the high. Now it's 60 degrees. The older I get, the higher up my minimum goes. I am a fair weather rider. I don't want to ride when it's 90 or 100. And I don't want to ride when it's 40 or 50. A lot of people do, and that's yay for them. I think that's good. I wish Eric could find some of those people who could ride more in the winter, but it's definitely not me. But I also don't snow ski. Too cold. I don't do anything when it's cold except wrap up in a blanket and read a book. I can't understand why anybody would want to strap a couple pieces of wood on their feet and hurtle themselves down a mountain, sometimes an icy mountain. That doesn't sound like even a lick of fun to me. Nope. A lot of people love it. A lot of people do it very well. I would not be one of those people. I tried when I was younger. Funny story. I took our kids snow skiing once when they were fairly young, grade school age, and I was going to show them how to snow plow down the hill, which is putting your skis in a V, and I accidentally made a circle and was going down backwards. They thought I was the best skier on the planet going down that hill backwards. I was out of control. Just waiting on us. Oh. Like I said, we haven't ridden in a month, so they're a little fresh. Fresh for sister is maybe walking fast for half an hour and she's done. Sally will walk fast most of the ride. And her fast is faster than sister's. Those little legs get moving. So Eric's teaching her to slow down, but it takes time. So he just keeps turning her around. Sometimes he'll do circles around us. Sometimes he'll jog her back to us and then walk her away. Sometimes he just sits and waits. But there's just lots of these lawnmower paths, and they all look exactly the same to me. And I am lost on every single one. Because they look the same. Doesn't this look the same to you as that one we just got off? Looks exactly the same to me. Like being in a mall. All the stores start to look the same. I don't know where I'm at. I'm the person hitting their lock button on their car trying to find it. That's what makes that little beep beep sound. I can't be the only one that thinks this looks the same now. I can't be the only one that gets lost. I'm sure there's a lot of us out there. Directionally challenged people. It's a thing. Look it up. Well, my guess is he's going to cut into the woods up here. Because Eric doesn't like riding in the hot sun. And he doesn't like riding on flat ground. He likes going up and down hills. For him, the bigger the better. We've never been out to the Rocky Mountains, so I can't say that. I'm sure there's a whole lot of people that have ridden up a whole lot of bigger hills than we're going to do today. But he has his choice, he's going to be in the woods. And normally it's just very peaceful out here, except when I'm jabbering. Another little horse hack. If you come to a gully and you think your horse might be a jumper or mule, make them go through it with their a little bit sideways. Another thing Eric taught me. If they go through it sideways, or on an angle, I guess, diagonally, they're just a little bit less likely to jump. And Sister doesn't typically jump. Sometimes she will. I think we've got another one coming up here that's even worse. I'll show you. That a lot of horses will jump to the other side, and ours have too. And it's not to say they wouldn't do it again. I will never say they won't do something, because as soon as you say that, you're setting yourself up for disaster. But see, this is just a little gully up here. So I'm going to start over here on the right hand side, kind of tip her nose over a little to the left, and then come back to the right, and she did great. Good girl, Sister. Oh, we got a jogger up ahead.
How you doing? Morning, how you doing? Good. Beautiful day. Good dog?
Yeah. They can start to cool down a little bit.
Hopefully it stays around.
Deal with the horses.
Thank you. Enjoy your run. Yeah, you wish you were riding.
I might need a ride back.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you made it a lot further than I could.
Oh, yeah. That's an upcoming sport here in this park. I don't know what it's called. Extreme jogging? I don't really know what it's called. Off-road jogging? I don't know. Where people will jog, they'll do their 3 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, whatever. But they do it in the woods, up and down hills and over rocks, and oh, boy, they are good. I would break a hip doing that. We did see a girl last time we were here that had quite a little spill. She had a scuffed up knee, nothing bad, but boy, I couldn't do it. I'm a person, I'm working on this. It's one of those life things that's going to take me till I'm 90 to get over, I'm sure. See how these two trees we're coming up to are pretty close to the trail, close to each other. Whenever I ride, and it's usually only on horses, I don't tend to do this in the rest of my life, although maybe I do, my family could tell you. But anyway, when I come up like to these trees, in my head, in my little Molly head, I'm thinking to myself, oh, if she spooks right now, if she bolts forward, I could hit my head and be killed instantly or knocked right. I think the worst, the absolute worst thing that could happen, that's what I'm going to think. There's a place we ride in the winter, it's really sandy, and there's a metal fence post that sticks out of the ground right along the trail. It's probably, I don't know, 4 feet tall. And every single time I pass it, I think, oh, if something happens and she spooks and I fly off, I'm going to be impaled on that post. And then how will they ever get me out of the woods? It's crazy. I know. It's crazy. But that's where my brain goes. And so I'm working on it. Trying to tell myself, she's a good mule, nothing's going to happen. You're all right. But it's a lifelong process. Things scare us. I don't know. I'm sure there's something that scares you all. I don't want to not do something just because I get scared. So, I am what you call a work in progress. But I keep trying. I do come to things that I'm just not ready for, and I'll tell Eric I'm not doing it. Although half the time, if there's a killer hill that I don't want to go down, we're halfway down it before we realize, hey, this is going to be pretty bad. And then you can't turn around. Or you're already at the top and you got to go down. So, you know, sometimes you just have to put your big girl pants on and do it, I guess. But isn't this a real pretty little part right through here? In the fall, when all the leaves are yellow, oh my goodness, this is just beautiful.